I be all up in my face. Anywho, anyway, today is February 10th, and as usual, I'm making a video in the car, and I am working. So today I decided to change my work schedule or my availability. I can't control my work schedule. I can't control how many hours they schedule me for. I can't control any of that. But I can put and set limitations to what they can schedule me for and what I will be able to work. So, anyway, so I basically told them I'm available Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Which are the days I normally work anyway, but sometimes they'll throw a Tuesday in there, sometimes they'll throw a Thursday in there, and I will work 6 days out of, well, sometimes it's 5 or 6, but I'm saying, like, I be working like 5 or 6 days, and I'm not getting anywhere close to 40 hours. So I just feel like there's no point in me working. I don't care if I do work a couple hours here and there. There's no point in me working all those days and I'm not getting hours like that. Now, I could be doing something else entirely. Like, the fact that I know I can do hair and I'm at a good place to start, and I'm young enough to, kind of grow into that profession, I need to stop playing, because I have been given several opportunities to do a lot of things, and I'm stopping me. Like, everybody else see my talent, everybody else see my vision, everybody else see what I'm trying to do, and it's me who's stopping me. And I don't know where the blockage is or why I have the blockage. But I just need to just say fuck that and just start doing it. Because once I start doing it, it'll be a cycle. It'll be something that is second nature to me at that point. Like, I pay a gym membership every month. I've been paying it since November because that's when I actually joined the gym. And I haven't gone for a month straight. I haven't gone for a week straight. Like, I don't go. So I'm paying a membership to do something that I refuse to do. Like, and it's kind of under a contract. Like, if you break it, they want you to pay like half the year. There's no point in that. I might as well go. What? But something in me has to click. Something in me has to grow. Something in me has to make me do the things that I need to do to better myself. Because I can't have this vision in my head if I'm not working towards it. Like, I see myself, with kids one day, with some land, with a house. I see myself with that. I ain't gonna have shit if I don't work. I ain't gonna have shit if I don't do anything for myself right now. Because I can have all that. Like, my mama probably was, 13 when we moved out? Well, we had an apartment. Like, when we moved to where we are now, we moved here when I was like in second grade. So I was like 8. And we stayed in that apartment till I was like 13 because my grandma died while we were staying there. And my grandma died when I was 13. So from 8 to 13, we stayed in one spot. And from 13 on, like, my mama still staying in that house. So my mama got a house when she was 28, 29. So it's possible. Like, the fact that I seen the things she went through growing up, I seen how she did certain things and paths I don't want to take or things I'm not going to partake in and any of that. Like, that's putting me ahead of the game, and that's what it should do. Like, I know offhand my mama want me to be better than she is. I know my daddy want me to be better than he is. That's why they trying to push me to go to school. my mama trying to push me to open businesses. Like, I know they want me to be better than they were and currently are, because they still works in progress, and I feel like all our life we're gonna be works in progresses. It's just gonna be on a different level. It's gonna be a different arena. It's gonna be a different platform, but we're always gonna be working towards something. But I talked to my daddy, like when I talked to him, he's like, man, when you getting back in school, you shouldn't have got out in the first place. You too smart to just be working. Cause I graduated high school with a 3.7. I had a 3.8 in college, and because I'm as smart as I am and things click to me real fast, it makes me lazy because I know that I can do it even on my worst day. I never studied. High school, I ain't studied. I ain't checked books out. I didn't check a book out my whole high school career. Go to the library. For what? I didn't even know how to log into the computer when I actually did go to the library because I ain't go. Like, what? Anyway, like that stuff naturally clicks to me, and I look at most things as equations. So I feel like if you got math, you got everything else. But my daddy, he be trying to see why I'm not in school, like why I'm not doing this, why I'm not doing that, and I have grown so much since I graduated high school in 2015. Like, I've mentally grown so much. And the fact that I have grown so much, I'm trying to put younger girls on before they get to where I got to, or before they have to go through what I go through. Like, I'm trying to help them skip some steps. Even though 9 times out of 10 they not going to listen and they going to have to go through it anyway on their own, you still going to have my voice in the back of your head when you do exactly what I told you what was going to happen, or what happens. Like, once I tell you, oh, well, you know, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah happened, you're going to be like, man, she told me that. At least you got another voice in your head, like in your head, in your ear. Like, you got somebody who care about you, because I didn't have that. Like, I had my mom, yeah, but I didn't know how to talk to her. Like, my mom never had the birds and the bees talk with me. Like, I didn't have that bridge, I felt like, to come to her and talk to her about certain stuff. So I didn't. And I have younger sisters. I talk to younger girls all the time. But I got younger sisters, younger cousins, all of them. And I talk to them on a real level. Like, one of my little sisters got a best friend. I consider her a sister too. Because my best friend been my best friend since we were 11, 12. Like, it's going to be 10 years this year that we'd have been best friends. And that's my sister. Like, so I talk to them like I get on real talks. Like, you can come to me with real problems and it ain't going nowhere. Like, now if it's too crazy, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but I might tell your people they need to check on you. Because it's only so much that I can actually do. Like, with my sisters, I can do more with them because we got the same daddy. So it's a little leeway in there. But just a random girl, I can't really, reach out like I could. We could just talk. But I'm trying to make sure my sisters be better than me. And I'm trying to let them know now that the things you do now follow you. And the fact that we are growing up in this social media age where everything is in a cloud, everything is connected, everything can be brought back. You have to, like, they don't think on stuff like that, but you have to be mindful of what you put out there. You have to be mindful of what you post. You have to be mindful of who you hang around. Because you hang around certain people, they will label you as that certain person. Like, last night, I pulled up on my little sister, something was going on with her. And she called me. She said, never mind, you ain't got to come get me. I said, man, I'm already outside. So, when I actually pull in the park, my little sister outside, and she came in the car, And she was like, man, just part so I could talk to you. I was like, all right, cool. So my little sister basically, talking to me about what's going on. And I can't do nothing but kind of smirk and laugh because at that age that she's at, I would have did the same exact thing she was doing. I would have been a little worse, but I would have did the exact same thing she was doing. But I'm older now, so I see things from both sides. Like, I see the person that I was and I see the person that I am. And I have to let my sister know, like, when people anger you or people have the power to control your emotions or to make you do certain things in a certain way, they have control over you. Don't ever let anyone have that much control over you. Be mindful of who you are around. Because my first question after she told me her story, I was like, when you see me, who you see me with? She was like, you be by yourself. I said, point proven. I said, you can see that I'm a cool person. Like, you can see I don't bother nobody. You can see I be chilling. Like, I can take it there, but I don't be trying to do all that. And you see that, right? She was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, when we was in middle school, we had all kind of friends. Like, where you at right now? This is our hangout spot when I was in middle school. Like, we basically doing the same stuff y'all doing. But I need you to be more careful than I was. Because I know that parents don't really talk to you. They talk at you. And they don't see you as an individual. They see you just as their child. So you don't realize that your child has a personality. Your child has certain traits about them. You don't realize that, this is going to be, one day somebody's parent, or you're going to release them into society one day. You don't realize that you raising someone who is going to eventually be an adult and they're going to have to do for themselves. You don't realize that. So I basically try to talk to them, and I'm not going to say steer their life because they got to live their own life. But the certain things that bother me now, I try to, try to get them to see that. Like, when my sister first started liking boys, I gave her a talk. Like, I said, man, you got the rest of your life for boys. Like, you really do. You're not going to get middle school back. You're not going to get high school back. You're not going to get none of that back. So enjoy that time. Because after you graduate, it's job, school, or bills. It might be all of them. Like, you got the rest of your life to do. Figure out what you like. Figure out who you are. Figure out what makes you happy and what you love and what you naturally good at. Because if you can figure out what you naturally good at, you ain't gonna never work, because you gonna do something that you actually like. Like, I'm still there, and I be trying to tell them, like, do not compromise yourself for nobody. Don't change yourself for nobody. Like, if you get picked on for doing the stuff you do and people feel like you weird, that's your normal. Don't try to normalize yourself and calm yourself down just to make others comfortable. And that was my problem. Like, some of the stuff I was doing my freshman and sophomore year in high school, they still doing it now. As far as the way people are dressing, I got picked on for it. Like, I was wearing stripes and polka dots. I was doing the combat boots. I had colorful hair, and I'm literally cutting my hair off like haircuts and coloring it like vibrant colors. I got picked on. I got weird looks. I was wearing platform shoes and Stags, and like, there wasn't nobody doing that. I got picked on for that, right? Crazy, huh? Still doing it. And probably like my junior and senior year, I didn't dress up, period. Like, I wore, my senior year, I was talking to this boy, and I basically wore his clothes to school my senior year. And it was just sweatpants and t-shirts. And he was a Nike fanatic, so all his stuff was Nike. And I wore his stuff, like, I wore my shoes or slides, but I wore his stuff to school. 11th grade, it was just jeans and t-shirts. Like, I wasn't even studying dressing up no more. Then once I actually graduated high school, I started college. And I started, the coloring of the hair again, but I wasn't dressing like that. I would still wear plain stuff, but my hair would be crazy. Then I got into my piercings. I got a couple tattoos too. Excuse me. But when I do stuff, it ain't crazy. Like, you can't see none of my tattoos if I don't want you to see them. Like, I got one on my foot, one on my ankle, one on my ribs, and I got one on my back. Those are tattoos that's not in view. Like, I ain't got nothing on my wrists, my arms. Like, if I wear shorts and socks, like, you're not gonna see any of my other tattoos. But I got into piercings and tattoos, and I was still rocking the colorful hair. And I feel like during those times I was really depressed. Like, I didn't know how to reach out. I didn't know how to talk to someone. So that was my form of getting it out. That was my form of expressing myself. And I feel like we all need those times. Because if you don't go through those times, you're not going to grow, because you're going to be at a standstill. And I feel like I'm more of me than what I really used to be. And I miss who I am. Like, I've always been a fan of color. Like, I love certain things in nature that don't make sense. I love being around bodies of water. I just feel like I normalized myself and I tried to change myself, and it caused me to hate myself. It caused me not to take care of myself like I should, not to treat myself good or be nice to myself. And I see that now. And I feel like I'm just watching a movie because I don't know how to stop it. Like, I want to work out. And I'm not trying to work out to be a certain shape. I don't care how much I weigh. Like, right now, what I weigh, I don't look it. So I don't care how much I weigh. Like, I just want to be able to be active and not get tired. I don't smoke or drink, so there's no reason why I should get tired after running a little bit. I just want to build my endurance. I want to be able to do the little marathons, the little 5Ks, 10Ks, whatever. I want to be able to do them. Not saying my ass will, but I want to at least be able to do it in a timely manner, because I feel like I can do the shit now. I'm going to be hurt at the end, legs hurt, cramped up, but I want to be able to actually successfully do one of those in a timely manner. I want to be able to run a mile and I can walk it. Well, in high school, I walked it in 11. I used to work at a prison, and I did it in 13? I ain't walk it. Like, I walked some, ran some, walked some, ran some. So I want to get me doing a mile under 10 minutes. That's the first goal. After that, I set another one, because I feel like 10 minutes is realistic for me. It might not be for somebody who run every day, who get up and run 3, 4, 5 miles. They got it. But I just want to be a better me. I want to be happier. I want to love myself more. And when you love you, this something I told my little sister. Well, both my sisters, my sister and her best friend. But like I said, I consider her a sister too. That's what I told both of them. Like, y'all need to learn to love you. Learn what makes you happy. Learn what makes you be you, and learn what makes you feel complete. Because when you love you, you're not gonna let nobody have you. You're not gonna let nobody talk to you disrespectfully. You're not gonna let nobody disrespect you, period. You're not gonna let nobody do nothing to you crazy out the way, because you know what you're gonna take and you know what you are worth. When you love you, you already know all that. So you just not gonna accept anything that come your way. When you love you, you set your own stance, you set your own bar, and you realize that you enjoy your solitude more than just having a piece of something. Especially if you know you deserve the whole thing. When you love you, it's just different. You treat you better. You do more for you. You realize that, yeah, I make my own. Yeah, you'd rather spend theirs, but at the end of the day, if you got to do it by yourself, you're going to do it by yourself, and you're going to be at peace about it. You're not going to be one of those people who just money hungry. And if you are money hungry, it's your grind. It's what motivates you. You getting that money for you. But it's not going to be, oh, I can only talk to somebody with money. I can understand you saying you can only talk to somebody who on your level, or who is up to par, or who has a certain status. I understand that. But if you don't have anything to offer that man, you ain't got no business talking to him. If that man ain't got anything to offer you, you ain't got no business talking to him at all. Like, these just the type of conversations I be having, and it's just because I wish somebody would have had them with me. Anyway, today is February 10th, 2019, and I'm driving as usual.